My name's Katie.
And I'm Lauren.
And we're here to talk to you about the growth of obesity and how you can get active.
Obesity typically results from overeating, especially an unhealthy diet, and lack of enough exercise. The World Health Organization states how the fundamental cause of overweight and obesity, especially in children, is an energy imbalance between calories consumed and calories expended.
This basically means that we are eating way too much and we don't exercise enough to burn off the food that we have been eating.
I'm Louisa. With the increase of cheap, high-calorie fast food restaurants popping up on every street corner, in combination with the increase of urbanization and people's heavier reliance on cars and modern modes of transportation, there is no doubt that the obesity rates have rapidly grown.
The World Watch Institute stated how, for the first time in human history, the number of overweight people rivals the number of underweight people. More than 1/3 of U.S. adults, that's 35.7%, are obese, and the trend is spreading to children as well, with 1 in 5 American kids now classified as overweight. Overweight and obesity are the 5th leading risks for global deaths. At least 2.8 million adults die each year as a result of being overweight and obese.
Childhood obesity is also an increasing concern. The problem of childhood obesity is global and is steadily affecting many low and middle income countries, particularly in urban settings. Globally, in 2010, the number of overweight children under the age of 5 is estimated to be over 42 million. Close to 35 million of these are living in developing countries. Overweight and obese children are likely to stay obese into their adulthood and more likely to develop diseases like diabetes and cardiovascular disease at a younger age.
Obesity also affects the poor as well, due to the things like marketing of unhealthy foods, as the Pan American Health Organization highlights. Restrictions in access to food determine two simultaneous phenomena that are two sides of the same coin. Poor people are malnourished because they do not have enough food to feed themselves, and they are obese because they eat poorly. With an important energy imbalance, the food they can afford is often cheap, industrialized, mass-produced, and inexpensive.
In Blair Wilson's novel, America's Eating Disorder, she states how, because we subsidize the calories, we end up with a supermarket in which the least healthy calories are the cheapest, and the most healthy calories are the most expensive. That, in the simplest terms, is the root of the obesity epidemic for the poor. Because the obesity epidemic is really a class-based problem. It's not an epidemic, really. The biggest prediction of obesity is income.
Developing on that, basically, it's easier to go to McDonald's for way cheaper to get a burger for $2 versus going to Subway to get a salad, for instance, in the Global Lounge, which would be $6 to $8. So by the end of the week, you technically are saving money and you're getting a greasier, less healthy option. Personally, a lot of my family is from the States, from Oklahoma, and I've noticed that even though more healthy food options are popping up around town, people are still choosing to go to McDonald's and Burger King and other fast food joints over the healthier ones due to income and how expensive they are.
We will elaborate on a more positive note of how you can decrease the growth of obesity through healthy life changes.
At the individual level, people can limit the energy intake from total fats and sugars, increase consumption of fruits and vegetables, as well as legumes, whole grains, and nuts. Instead of opting for a greasy burger or french fries, if you go to the grocery store and buy in bulk apples and vegetables, cucumbers and celery and carrots, it will be less expensive in the long run, and you will be taking in more healthy fats and more nutritious food. Another thing you can do is engage in more physical activity. 60 minutes a day for children and 150 minutes a week for adults is the bare minimum. So instead of taking the bus to class, you can go for a walk, or in between your classes or on the weekends, go for a swim. There's so many ways that you can increase activity, especially in Singapore's very hot climate. Individual responsibility can only have its full effect where people can access a healthy lifestyle. By individually working out more and eating healthier, you can spread awareness and you can help change towards a healthier lifestyle, healthier, more active lifestyle for everyone. If you get a group of friends to go and do these activities, or if you are talking about it and spreading the word, it'll affect the wider population.
At a societal level, it is important to support individuals actively changing their lifestyles and increase the amount of available healthy food options, such as having vending machines carry fruits and vegetables like seen on our campus, as well as promote sports teams and workout facilities like the SRC in order to keep people active by having these options available and accessible.
Now focusing on the main providers of fast food, which are McDonald's. So, McDonald's has been blamed for playing a big part in the obesity problem and is criticized for their children's menu, which target kids through fun prizes and building a relationship at a young age. In order to address these issues, McDonald's is trying to change their menu to more healthier options, such as instead of fries, offering corn at the NTU McDonald's, and back home they offer apple slices instead of fries. However, these options are still loaded with sodium and loaded with sugar. For instance, the corn is drenched in butter and high in sodium, and apple slices come with caramel on the side, which defeat the purpose of being healthy. Another thing is it's also cheaper to get a full combo meal versus just getting one option. So for breakfast, if you want just the Egg McMuffin with just egg and cheese, it ends up being cheaper to have it with ham and a hash brown on the side and a sugary drink. So for people who don't have a lot of money and want a bigger meal for their buck, it ends up being better.
In conclusion, obesity is a worldwide problem that needs to be dealt with for our health and for the next generations to come. By targeting individuals, society, and the main providers, we can start to make healthier changes for kids so they don't get hooked so on fast food at a young age and carry that throughout their adulthood. You can be the change to a healthier society.